these are all the pattern pieces needed for this video. I have got the zip guard, I've got the zip fly, I have got the zip, and of course I've got the front pattern piece. That is your front pattern trouser piece or pant piece. Just a few notes before we get started. For your zip guard, this is how it should normally look when opened. What I've done is folded this, overlock the edges, and it should look something like this once folded. We've got the front pair of front trouser pattern pieces. We've got the zip fly and we've got the zip guard. So what we need to do is to first of all take out the zip fly and the right side of our front trouser piece, and we're just going to keep the left side and the zip guard just to one side, and we're going to start sewing the zip fly onto the right side of the trouser pattern piece. Next, we need to get our zip fly, and this is the right side of the zip fly, and this is the right side of the front trouser pattern piece. So we're going to face the zip fly onto the right side of our trouser piece like so. So right side and left side or wrong side. So right side, wrong side. So we are going to place this on top, making the wrong side facing towards you or upwards, and we're just going to align that like so. The next thing we need to do, first of all, we're just going to pin that in place, making sure we secure both pattern pieces. So roughly just use your sewing pin to attach that onto the other pattern piece, making that secured. The next thing we need to do is to get our straight ruler. We're going to mark away from the edge of your zip fly 1 centimeter, and we're going to mark that in there. Then towards the bottom part of it, we're going to mark 0.5 centimeters away from the edge as well. So it's going to give you kind of like a slant line. So first of all, I'm going to get my ruler and just measure 1 centimeter, very close to the edge here or at the edge. So 1 centimeter, you need to mark that in. So once that is marked in, you're going to as well, for the bottom part, you're going to measure 0.5 centimeters away from the edge. And after that, you're going to join both points together using your straight ruler. So once you've marked in your line or your seam line, the next thing we need to do is to use our sewing machine to join both pattern pieces together. And don't forget to back tack when you begin your sewing. So you want to take off your sewing pin you're using securing your pattern pieces, and we are going to open the zip fly like so. And once that is opened, we are going to top stitch very close to the edge of your zip fly like so. Again, don't forget to back tack. As close to the edge as possible. Once you're done top stitching, the next thing to do is to get out your zip or zipper. So what I'm doing, I'm going to flip this this is the right side facing up. I'm going to flip this to the wrong side, making the wrong side face up. So I am going to align the edge of your zip tape to the edge of your zip fly like so. So you want to make sure is way at the edge, and you are going to align the edge of the zip tape onto the edge of the zip fly. So you want to make sure they are well aligned. Once you're sure of that, you're going to stitch the other edge of the zip tape, but you're going to start from where the zip ends here. You will need to sew the opposite side of the zip tape, but you're going to start from where the metal stopper, that's the zip stopper here, you're going to start from this position. Don't forget to back tack. Once you're done with this, you're going to get your zip guard and you're going to flip that over, the wrong side facing up and the right side facing your zip, and you're going to align the zip guard onto the zip, making sure they're well aligned, edge to edge, this bottom edge to the bottom edge of your zip guard, and the edge, side edge to the side edge of your zip tape like so. You want to make sure it's well aligned. Once you're happy with that, you're going to take just the zip guard and the zip on its own. You're not attaching anything else. The zip guard and the zip tape. You want to make sure it's well aligned before stitching. Feel free to start from the edge when stitching that together or sewing that in place. Again, back tack. Once you get to the edge, back tack as well. It should look like this on the other side, and this is how it should look at the top. Once that is done, you're going to open that up. The next thing you need to do is to get the left side of your front trouser pattern piece. So we're just going to rotate this. So this is the right side, and this is the left side of your front trouser pattern piece. What we need to do is to make sure we have both edges matching up, and we're going to take that and measure where the zip teeth ends, and we're going to transfer that marking onto the left side of your front trouser pattern piece. You need the edge to be on the same line, and you're going to measure or transfer this position to the left side of your front trouser pattern. Another way to do that, you can get your ruler to measure that in place. Just put your ruler there, but you need to be careful when you're doing this. So get your ruler and you transfer that marking. So what we need to do is just to get the position of where the zip ends onto the left side. So once that is done, you're going to take that, and like we did for the right side of your trouser piece, we are going to measure 1 centimeter from the edge, and down here we're going to measure 0.5 centimeter. And once we have those markings, we're going to join them using our straight ruler. So once you're done marking that onto the left side of your trouser pattern, you're going to get the right side out again. And this time we need to measure where the edge of this is onto the zipper. So get this out and make sure you align this onto the edge of the zip tape. So this part onto this part, using your finger to press that. So once you're happy with the position, you're going to mark where this edge begins onto your zip tape, like so. So that's the point we need there. And once that is done, we're going to get the left side of our trouser pattern, and we're going to fold following this line. We're going to fold away using your finger to press that in place, like so. So you're just going to press that following that line. You're going to place the left side of your trouser pattern onto this mark, starting from where this mark position is, and you're going to place that on top of that, like so. Once you're happy with the position, you're going to take that to your sewing machine and top stitch. Again, you are going to back tack and sew very close to the edge. Don't forget to back tack when you get to the end point. Once we are done, we're going to close both pattern pieces to the wrong side. So at this point, you want to make sure you have everything well aligned, everything facing each other, everything matching each other, like so. So you want to get this edge and this edge to match each other. And once you're happy with that, make sure everything is ironed flat with your palm. Once that is done, what you need to do is to start your sewing approximately 1 centimeter from this point. So at this point, you're going to start sewing from here. That will be 1 centimeter down towards the crotch area, like so. So you want to make sure all your seam allowance is 1 centimeter. Again, you're going to start from this point. I'm just going to mark a point there, approximately 1 centimeters from there, around here, so you can start sewing from there towards the crotch area. And you want to be careful that you don't have your zipper on the way, so you don't want to catch anything. Next, you're going to open up your pattern pieces, like so, making sure everything is well sewn in. So what we need to do next is to make sure this is nice and flat, and we are happy with that. And once we're happy with that, we're going to flip this again over to the wrong side. Then what we need to do is to get the zip guard away from the rest of the pattern, and you're going to secure or pin that onto the other side of your trouser, like so. So you're making it open. So once that is done, we're just using that to secure that in place while we concentrate on the zip fly. So now this is out of the way, what we need to do is to flip this back onto the right side. And what we need to do is to measure from the edge of your zip. You're going to measure 3.5 centimeters away. So you're just going to mark that in there and draw a line. Once it gets to around the crotch area, you're just going to gently curve that in, following the edge of the zip. So I'm going to get my ruler and measure 3.5 centimeters from the edge of our zip. And we're just going to mark that in there. Away from the bump that is going on this way. So just mark a line there so that you can have an indicator where to curve your line towards the center front of your trousers. So I'm going to get my ruler to give me that straight line first of all, just to establish that there. Mind you, I'm using my pencil to draw in that line just as a guide. So once I get to close to the edge of the zipper or zip, I'm just going to curve in that line. And from this point, I'm just going to take that straight to the center front. So it's giving me kind of a shape of a zip fly, like so. So once I'm happy with that shape, I am going to take that to my machine and top stitch following the line. And it should look something like this. Now we're done sewing that. You need to open that and check if everything is well done. So if you're happy with that, you're going to flip your pattern over again to the wrong side. Take off all the sewing pins you use in securing your pattern. And what we need to do with this is we're going to take the zip guard and just gently close the zip up just at the bottom part. So what we need to do is to get this, which is the zip fly, the edge of the zip fly, and we're going to join both pattern pieces. So this is the zip guard and this is the zip fly. At the bottom part, we're just going to tack this bit and the bottom part. So we're not going to sew all the way through. We're just going to catch it here and maybe somewhere here. That is just to put that or hold that in place. You can see we have something like this as well. So you need to open up the zip fly and the zip guard. At the bottom part, again, you're just going to catch both pattern pieces together and sew that all up, just the way we did here. And if you turn this over to the right side, you can see that we have our zipper, our zip fly done. So it should look something like this. And there you have it, your zip fly.